Hello there. Well, Oktoberfest is coming up, and so are the Oktoberfest beers showing up in the liquor stores. Granted, the official German Munich ones have not shown up yet, but we have a few imitations showing up that may or may not abide by the strict rules of, what an Oktoberfest beer is. Now, the other name for Oktoberfest beer is the Marzen, and I mispronounced that, so forgive me, German viewers. I just don't understand how to pronounce it. Hello, Aurelius. No, this is definitely not for you. So, what we have here is Russell Brewing Company's Marzen, handcrafted Oktoberfest lager. Now, Marzen can actually refer to can actually vary quite a bit in color and flavor. There's the Helles, the light, the Dunkel, the dark. If you go to a beer hall in Munich, you'll find both. You just ask for the Helles or the Dunkel, they'll give you it. They'll give you their company's whichever one. Some people also drink wheat beer as well, which is also a Bavarian specialty, aka Weissbier, which of course is made from wheat. Now, back to this. Russell Brewing Company, I don't really think I've ever had one of their beers. I'm pretty sure, maybe I have, but I don't recall it. Anyway, Russell Marzen, part of the Russell Brewmaster series, is a copper-colored lager. 3 types of malts are used in the brewing process: Pilsner, Munich, and Caramel Vienna, which are balanced by the clean bitterness of German Hallertau hops and distinct noble hop aroma, perfect pairing with roasted meats and harvest vegetables. Marzen, which means March in German, is a classic German beer style created before the invention of refrigeration. Back then, brewers weren't able to brew lagers during the summer months. Temperatures were too high for the lager yeast to ferment properly, so in March, brewers would stockpile beer which was cellared in cold, dark caves during the summer. In October, when temperatures had cooled and it was time to brew again, the remaining beer was pulled from the caves and enjoyed by the townspeople in a celebration we now call Oktoberfest. Well, it looks like it's going to be a copper reddish color, which I've had plenty of Marzens that are like that. I remember the first one I ever had in Salzburg at an Austrian beer hall was reddish colored. Austria has their own Marzen as well, which is different. I don't know the exact details, but I had a lot more German Marzen than Austrian. Not that there was anything wrong with the Austrian ones. In fact, the Austrian one I had was quite good. Anyway, let's I'd also like to introduce you to the 1 liter Oktoberfest mug. 1 liter. If you don't know what that is, well, convert it. Suffice to say, it's a big glass. When it's full, I have trouble lifting it actually. This is only 650 mils for reference, and I don't know how much this glass will account for head, which, as if it's German, you're supposed to have a bit of head, a fair bit of head, as is tradition. So as you can see, 650 mils, still quite a ways to go before it reaches the top. And this is a big bottle, of course, 650 mils. So yeah, this glass would, if it was full, would be quite hefty indeed. I can actually lift it like this though, so it's fine. For the sake of this video, it's fine. Anyway, as you can probably see, it's a reddish color. Quite bright red, actually. In some ways, I always thought Marzen was referring to Mars, the planet. That's kind of a silly mistake, and my very first Marzen was a red one from Austria, so I kind of always thought it meant Mars, or maybe that was the German word for red, but no, it means March. Anyway, got a very light, kind of a floral scent to it, kind of nice and sweet. Anyway, let's dig in. Prost! quite a bit of sweetness to it. Nothing too lingering too much though. Yeah, it's got a nice little sweetness to it, but it just fades away very quickly. And for a single bottle, you know, regardless of what you're getting in a single bottle, I kind of expect something a bit more robust when I have to buy a single bottle of beer. This is if I was to attend Oktoberfest, I don't even know if we have one in my town, I would certainly drink this, but I wouldn't buy it outside of that. When you drink a beer in Munich, in the gardens or in the beer hall, whichever you prefer, there's kind of a robustness to it, even when it's not the best of the breweries there. There's a robustness to it. It's refreshing. This is just kind of slightly sweet. It's not even. It's not. No, it's not flat. It's just plain. Yeah, I can't really say too much good about this. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd wait for the German Oktoberfest beers to start showing up in BC liquor stores before getting your supply. And some of them, like Paulaner did last year, came with a free glass. Well, included in the price, of course, but it was one sticker, one price, so therefore it's free. But hey, it's lasted me for this, and I get to drink. Yeah. I can't remember if Paulaner was that good. When I was in Munich, I usually drank Augustiner. My friend usually drank Hofbrauhaus instead. And of course, you go to whichever beer garden you can find, and you enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself in the last days in the summer. It's nice outdoors. Maybe be some music playing. Get some sausage or some fish or something like that. I really liked Munich the first time I went there. It was one of my favorite cities, but the second time I went there, I was kind of disappointed. It seemed like it had gotten a lot more dirty, a lot more. And also I got food poisoning, so I was kind of disappointed the second time I went there. Never been there for Oktoberfest, so. But I think I'm getting too old to party like that nowadays. Yeah, so in conclusion, I wouldn't really recommend this for an Oktoberfest beer if you want to have one. It's just slightly sweet and granted, the sweetness isn't bad when you first sip it, but it doesn't last. It just fades away so quickly. It does remind me of the first Austrian Mars beer. I called it Mars beer. Marzen. I had, but that one just stuck with you. It danced on your tongue. This just slides down and it's gone. And for a $5, $5.50 glass of beer bottle, I expect more from that. That's how much I'd pay if I went to the bar and got a Molson. Which, sorry, that's a terrible comparison. That's how much I'd pay if I went to a bar and got a beer, you know, with service and whatnot. And of course, bar beer costs more. This is just, I couldn't recommend it. I'll drink it. I won't buy it again. Anyway, I'll try to get some more Oktoberfest beers done once the holiday is more clearly underway. Maybe I'll get some German ones, of course. Probably do some Weissbier too. I know there's some good Weissbiers we get regularly from Germany. unlike the Oktoberfest beers, which is only seasonal. So, look forward to that, and yeah, have a nice day. Prost!